I know this song.
Yeah.
Oh, the day destroys the night. Night divides the day. Try to run, try to hide. I'm not doing that note. I always did a lower. Yeah. Hang on through to the other side, yeah. Welcome back, everybody, to Gunslingers right here on
the Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
And let's keep moving with phone calls. But, Jimmy, really quick, what's that number?
You guys are going to want to call in 866-870-5752. Once again, that's 866-870-KRLA.
All right. Let's get to our friend Sean in Covina. Sean, how are you?
I'm doing good, and I want greetings to the three amigos of the 2A, and welcome back, Mark. We missed you.
Thank you very much.
Always good to hear from you.
It's wonderful
speak
to be
for
back.
yourself.
It's a little bit like coming home.
What's going on, Sean?
Well, I have a question to ask. If maybe am I a cretin for even asking this question? I'm hoping. Is there something else you can shoot in a 22 self-loading pistol other than CCI mini mags, or have I been spoiled by shooting a 10-22? I know you shot. You shoot a lot of the Smith & Wesson 41.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything lower than the mini mag you can shoot in it? And also the Ruger Mark IV is out. I don't. Why would you even shoot that when you got your Smith & Wesson 41? But maybe Mark has shot that. And then there's a new Smith & Wesson out, the Victory model, but I don't know if any of you have any experience with that. But
haven't seen that one.
Okay.
Do
you know of any digestion of maybe some valued ammo, but I'm not talking cheap ammo, but valued ammo that you can shoot out of a self-loading pistol that might work, maybe Ruger or
most of new manufactured ammo in 22. If you buy it new, you're not going to have an issue. The stuff that the guy was having, it may not be the ammo. The guy with the lever action 39, it may not be the ammo. It could be a firing pin issue. It could be a mainspring issue. It could be several issues. So I'm not going to blame the ammo yet until he calls back and tells us, well,
check the firing pin. It's short. Or it's broken.
Or I shot 6 different types of ammo and they all did the same thing. Then we're going to move on to the gun. Now, if only one of them, then okay. We got a problem. That gun just doesn't like that gun, or that ammo. But see, now my Model 41. Now, for years and years and years, Gunslingers in Glendora, I used to get police will seize ammo all the time. And what they do, they break it up and they just throw it in bags. And they used to bring it to me like that. I had to sign for it that I was not going to resell it. And what we would do, I would get my guys to go through it and we just ammo can it. I'd have 22s, 38s, 45s, 357s, and they would just go one at a time. Boom, boom, boom. Jimmy, you did it more than once.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you get to the point where you don't even have to open your eyes. You can just
feel them out.
Yeah, you knew exactly what you're doing.
So you reached into a box of 22, you got God knows what.
So when I go out shooting and I grab an ammo can of 22, it literally is 65, 70 pounds because it is solid. There's no boxes in there. It is just solid ammo. And with my Model 41, I just scoop them out and load it up and boom. And I don't have issues like
handful
that.
at a time.
So
that's a premier quality firearm, however.
It is, yeah. But, well, see, okay, now I'm going to be a jerk. I've got a bunch of them, of 41s, because if I see them come up in my auction and they don't get much money, I usually buy them. And I've got so many different ones, and I love shooting 22s. So I've got the match target, as mentioned before, the little handgun, and I've got a Victor. I think I actually have 2 Victors, and I've got the one they call the space gun.
Yes.
It's like a foot long with that crazy barrel and the weights and everything. I've got one of those, and so I love shooting 22s. And all of these guys,
they all work.
Yeah, they all work. Now, of course, they are, as you said, a little bit higher up. They're not RGs or.
But as you suggested earlier, 22s can be finicky.
Very.
Because they're made all over them. And so running something slightly hotter does seem to be always a pretty good choice for a 22 semi-auto.
Yeah.
And you mentioned bargain gun. You mentioned the Ruger 1022 because Ruger definitely cracked the code.
Oh, yeah.
On reliability with that gun.
And Again, I've got a few 1022s, and I can't remember having any issues with them either.
Right.
So
that you have not incurred yourself.
Yeah.
That said, CCIs are have a reputation for good manufacture and being a little bit hotter. I find there's some Aguila out there that the manufacturer is not quite as consistently quality as a CCI, but it does tend to run a little bit hotter.
Yeah.
What else out there is a little bit hotter?
Well,
Should be on the box, right?
Yeah, Winchester's got this supersonic grade stuff.
Anything over 1,200 feet per second.
Yeah, there's a few out there. Most of them are going to be, your Remingtons and your Winchesters and stuff like that. I can't think of anything. Then again, this is going to sound unpleasant, but I don't like to carry stuff that's lesser.
That saves you a lot of trouble down the road.
Because it always comes back.
Yeah.
And and it's like, sir, I didn't build that ammo. I just sell it, and you shot 3/4 of the box and you want a complete refund. Well, guess what?
And I'm sorry your 22 Jennings proved not to be reliable.
Yeah, 100% of the time. It's just the way it goes. But anyway, Sean, I hope that answered your question somewhat.
Oh, that answers it greatly, and thank you very much. I was going to also ask you that South American ammo. Did you mean Mexico? But good Mark cleared it up. So I know our friends in Mexico do produce some good ammo. So good. I'm happy I heard about that, and thank you very much. And once again, good to have you back, Mark, and we'll catch you next week.
Very good. Sean, thanks for the call. We'll talk to you
Always
later.
good to hear from
He makes a
Sean.
good point. We're driving cars with all kinds of parts made in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
They should be up to speed.
Yeah. Hey, let's get to Captain Rick out in Marina Del
Ahoy!
How are you, Rick?
Hey, hoy out there, mateys. You guys got great bumper music. I was dancing at the doors. You know that Jimmy Morrison's father was a distinguished admiral. He was a Navy admiral.
I didn't know.
Yeah, very. I didn't approve of him being.
He must have been so proud.
I was Jim Morrison for 10 years. You think I don't know that?
Yeah, you know a bit of his history.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm glad you're giving me equal time for my political campaign.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
What you running for?
Pirate.
Oh,
I don't know yet, but I promise I will share whatever I embezzle with all my friends.
Oh, wonderful.
That's good of you, because these guys are keeping it.
As long as we get to wet our beak, we're good.
Yeah.
Well, I actually don't approve of political jokes because so many of them get elected.
Yeah, nice.
Well, I got a question for you.
Go.
I have quite a few commemoratives, both rifle and pistol, and they use that. I think it's called amurite. It's not real gold, but it looks gold-plated, because gold is malleable. So I was at the range, and somebody told me, a friend of mine says, I always see you with your commemoratives. They look so nice, but you're ruining the gun by shooting them. And I'm like, I didn't buy these to look at, although I do. I've got one framed, and it's in a lock glass case. I look at it. If anybody sits down with me for dinner, they're going to look at a lock glass case with the John Wayne photo and one of my commemoratives. But does the shooting a commemorative that's gold plated with the amurite or whatever they call it, does that ruin the gun?
Well, there's two camps to this, and you're in my camp. If it's a gun, I'm going to shoot it.
That's what it was made for.
Right?
Yeah, and what they're referring to is because you're going to shoot it, now you got to clean it, and of course that stuff is plated onto the firearm. So when you go to clean it, you're going to dull it a little bit. Eventually, it's going
some wear.
to it's going to start to come off, and so on and so forth. So that's probably what they're referring to. So here's my suggestion: buy two.
Hey, always smart. The backup.
You got the one you get to shoot. You got the one that you put away. Bada bing, bada boom. Forget about it.
One for show, one for shot.
Yeah. I've got two guns, one for each of you. Well, you got two hands. You got two guns.
You know what? Then that's not going to bother me at all, because especially the Springfield that I have, 1911, that's my Stop the Steal Trump gun, only 45 made in the state of California, and it looks beautiful and it shoots fantastic. And I know it's not my CCW. For the Women on Target, the NRA Women on Target events that I help sponsor, we use buck marks. and we also used
Great gun.
Smith & Wesson 41s. And we had a problem with 22s, and I was buying CCI. Well, what I found, actually, I think I talked to you guys about it. I'm using standard ammo, and that solved the problem, although I have to clean it more and make sure before and after. But my Smith & Wesson 41s, once I started using standard ammo, that was the end of that problem. The buck marks, I don't know. I think I could, have rock-shaped ammo. Nothing jams in that.
The old rock-shaped ammo. Yeah.
I'll take it all.
Well, hey, you want to hear something really cool? I have a commemorative Model 41. This is it was the 50th anniversary. It's factory engraved, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. And guess what? I took it out and shot it.
Hey, at least once, right? You got to take it out once.
I did it twice.
Yeah.
Just to say I did.
Who do I make the check out to?
There's this old guy. He's called Forget About It.
Hey.
Oh my goodness, that would be amazing.
It is-
Well, great job, guys, and I love the bumper music.
Thank you, sir. We'll talk
thanks,
to you later,
Gavin.
Rick. Take care now.
Thanks,
We'll hear
Gavin,
from
Rick.
you.
Bye-bye. All right, we got 1 minute left. So, real quick, let's do a quick commercial. Guys, go to Gunslinger. Oh, yeah, you know what? Well, go to gunslingerauctions.com. That's how you get a hold of everything. For me, what's the number to call him now?
866-870-5752.
We finally have lines open. So, one more time. What's that number?
Come on. 866-870-5752. Call in.
You're listening to Gunslingers right here on
The Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
And we'll be right back.